Melchizedek Todd here. Thanks for checking out how to make a beat 'em up. I'm not going to go over what a beat 'em up is because if you're here, you already know what one is. If not, go ahead and look up Streets of Rage 4 or Final Fight, and I'll give you a good idea. So, jump into the main thing is I want to go over the different animations you're going to need for beat 'em up. First thing we're going to do is just the punch. All right, we always knew the punch, or you can call it the attack, the main attack. All right, and so right here, you see this animation. This is just a straight punch with a jab. You know, say just shoots out, and I exaggerate it because it makes it look much faster and better if we do like this stretch and then go back to like the normal size of the punch. Okay, and that's just, you know, the first part of the combo I'm doing. And then I'll do then we'll go to the next punch part of the, I guess I should say, next part of the attack, next part of the combo, and he attacks low. Okay. After that, the final part is this combo. All right. He's jumping up, kind of doing a double fist jumping up. Okay. And as you can see, now what I do is that I don't keep my attacks, my combos on the same level. So he's punching, standing up first. Then the second one, he goes low. Then the third one, he goes high. Now when you put that all together, it looks very dynamic. You know, much better than just keeping everything level. You really don't want for your beat 'em up just to have them punching the same level or attacking the same level, I should say. I say punching with joystick because he doesn't kick. You know, which leads us to the next thing is kicking. All right. Actually, I'm sorry. Next thing we're going to do is the jump because we just did the attack. And most beat 'em ups, you have one main attack. You can have other attacks and so forth, but right now I'm just going with the one main attack. And so next is the jump. You know, you can see him jumping. You know, all right. That's the next thing. Now, what I like to do is add. You can see I'm adding dust. You see that in a lot of video games, especially fighting games, where dust is added and he jumps, some dust, and when he lands, there's this big old, you know, dust right here, and just makes it more impactful having this dust. Just you know, adds more, I guess, you know, to the feel of the character into the game. Then after the jump, the next thing I feel like really important, you got to have the walk. And then him just walking. And this, you know, you might want to do 6 or 8 animations. It depends, you know, and you know, you gotta have him do the walk. Now, a lot of games are doing runs, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a run with in my game, but right now I'm just gonna stick to him just walking. And then after that, you know, another important thing I feel like is the idle. You know, that's meaning the character just standing there waiting to do something. And the same thing with this, you want to make this dynamic, so you want this kind of move. You can see with Joystick, you know, he's just standing there, but then there's a slight movement of his leg going up, him like standing up, and then like even his chest, his stomach kind of like rising up and looking bigger, you know, like he's heavily breathing, just waiting to fight, you know. And you know, even with his hand opening, so that's, you know, the idle, I guess, the stance. Then after that, next important thing I feel like is we'll go, since we did the jump, we'll do the jump kick. You know, because if you're jumping, you got to do an attack. Now, Joystick doesn't kick, so all he does is punch. You know, so when he does it, he's doing kind of like a flying back fist. And then when he lands, you can see I have like the dust effect and so forth. It just makes it look much stronger. Then after that, we will have the grab. You know, you gotta be able to grab, and I'm doing something a little bit different with mine. Kind of like whoops, that's actually after the grab. Like I said, I'm doing something different. So with what I'm doing is I'm having, and this is the Kung Fu grip. And it looks different when you actually play the game, but this is like the original Kung Fu grip where he grabs, you know, and then you have to throw the person and so forth. you know, because that's always in you know, beat 'em ups. You gotta have that grab, but I'm doing like a kung fu grip. But when he grabs them, what I'm doing is actually having, instead of just like throwing them normal, he's actually going to do like an upper, like a flying uppercut, you know, like Streets of Rage, you know. And that'll make the character, you know, fly further away as if he's being thrown. Because, you know, with beat 'em ups, they've been around for so long. There's so many of them, and you kind of have to stick with certain things with the genre to make sure that it is a beat 'em up. So people who have played them are familiar with it, and new people also understand that, you know, beat 'em ups, you know, is kind of very simple games. Even though there's a lot of animation that goes with them, they're very simple game. One button to do a combo is enough. I feel like should be enough to be able to beat the game, but you can add more punches and, you know, other attacks as you wish, you know. And so anyway, that's just a throw. And also, I mean, like one thing I'm adding with after you grab them, you also can do kind of like this like rush combo. I'm like adding. Let me see if I can find it. Here you go. Yeah. So even though this is like going really slow, it seems like, but you know, it's kind of like just doing a lot of hits. You know, at the same time, you see that like a super combo or rush combo. So that's something I'm adding, you know, to make my game kind of different than other, you know, beat 'em ups and so forth. Anyway, but so after that, you got the pickup. You know, you gotta be able to pick up something, pick up an item, pick up health. You know, and then after that, let's do the knockdown. The knockdown's when, you know, you've been hit a number of times by the enemy. Really move them a little bit. You've been hit by the enemy, and you're not dying because, you know, you've been hit. You fall on the ground. You up, and then you recover, come up, and get ready to fight some more. All right. So that's called like I call it the knockback. All right. Then you're gonna get up and fight some more. But then, you know, if your health is low and you get knocked, then there's the death. And pretty much, this is pretty much just a knockback, but just eliminating him getting up. So then he'll just like, you know, disappear, game over, and so forth. And this is, you know, the death. But even before the death, let's just say you're gonna have the hit, where you're getting hit, you know, by the enemy. And what I like to do, same thing, is like I want to make this dynamic, so he's getting hit high, then getting hit low, getting hit high, then low, and this looks stronger. Like I said, this looks a little bit more powerful. So those, you know, we're going to review, you know, what are the main animations for a beat 'em up. Now, like I said, you can do a lot of different things with the beat 'em up. You can add on stuff, but the basic, I think, animations are the ones I, you know, have gone through, you know, which are, we have number one, the attack. That's the combo. I just have like a 3-hit combo, but I actually have a second attack. Like I said, you can add on stuff. Anyway, number 2, the jump. Number 3, the walk. 4, idle. That way you're just standing and, you know, you're just there's movement. You're just looking, you're ready to fight and so forth. 5, the jump kick. 6, the grab and throw. 7, the pickup, you know, picking up an item, picking up health. 8, the knockdown, where you get knocked down but you're not dead yet. 9, the death, and 10, the hit. You know, we're actually getting hit by the enemy. So, you know, when you animate these and draw these or whatever, you know, you don't have to go by this order, but these are pretty much everything you're going to need. These 10 are what you're going to need for a beat 'em up. You know, like I said before, you can add on, like I do have a super move in my beat 'em up, as well as, I guess you say, the rush combo that goes with my grab and throw, as well as the uppercut. But like I said, these 10 are the most basic ones, which are essential for a beat 'em up game that people are familiar with. I mean, you can always, you know, change things and everything like that, but these animations are what people usually are definitely used to seeing. All right, so thanks for watching this vid. Please, if you want me to go through each animation more of, like, I guess mainly just how to even draw, or I guess not much draw, but how to set up the different animations. You can go ahead and just contact me in the comments if you'd like to see that. If you want me to go into even more detail of just how each animation flow into the next, I can do that. Just for a reference or a cheat sheet to make a sprite sheet for your character. But also, make sure to subscribe. I have free content at weaponpress.com, free comic books, web comic books, the comic books you can download, PDFs. A lot of them have the characters, which are going to be a lot of the hero characters in my video game are based on the comic books I've made. And also, you can go to Steam and you can buy my first game, False Dichotomy. It's on sale for $1.99. And it's more of an action adventure game. Some people have said it's kind of a mixture of a beat 'em up. I feel like it's more like a shooter action adventure game, a psychological kind of thriller, spiritual thriller game. And it's my first game, so it's not perfect, but I think it's fun. People have enjoyed it, and it's on sale now for $1.99. So like I said, go ahead and subscribe. You just help me just build the channel. That's what I'm trying to do right now. And soon I'll have a demo for for Apocalypse Blitz, my beat 'em up I'm making. And just stay tuned, and thanks for watching.